What do you say to people who come to you and they'll go, "Hey, you know what? It's just water. Nobody cares." I mean, I'm sure you get that every day, right? What do you do about that part before, anything else?
So in the beginning, I suppose it's about learning and studying and building confidence in yourself. So in the beginning, when you go into anything new, we go into it with trepidation. We're nervous. We're not very confident and we don't really know what we're doing and we're figuring it out. But I learned early on that actually I can change people's whole perception in about 3 seconds. And I thought, it doesn't matter what anyone says. I can line up two different waters for you and you will be able to tell the difference, Mr. Water's water. And then when you do that, you've changed their perspective immediately. So in the beginning, when I started doing it, the pub was open and we just used to be open to the public. And we've got a little lobby out there. And I would hear people giggling at water tasting before they walked through the door. And then I realized the best reactions come from the skeptics. They're the best people to work with because they give you the strongest reaction. The people that already know, they know, they're here, they love it, and they know. The people that think you're talking shit, they're the people that need that I target now because they're the most fun people because it's like a magic trick without the magic. Water has taste, and it's just a question of awareness, explaining where taste occurs, how taste happens. But because we've been so used to and so conditioned to highly addictive flavors and tastes and additives and that have just basically destroyed our taste buds, right? And so now when it comes to tasting water, we have to retrain the brain just on where we're going to taste, what we're going to taste, and how we can't think about any other, you can't compare it to any other carbonated drink. Water has a characteristic of its own, and that's the beautiful thing about it. But just with the reusable glass bottles a minute, what gets me about the reusable glass bottles is that using a glass bottle once and recycling it would be no different to using a wine glass once and smashing that on the floor and sending that to a recycling plant because both of them just
Absolutely.
needed a wash. But we've been
Yeah.
conditioned to not think about glass bottles, just keep smashing them. Single use is fine. But what about the glass? And for me, we hear all this terrible, shocking stories about plastic bottles, but glass is a bigger environmental offender than plastic. We just don't hear about it. And that's why I decided that if we're going to use glass, it has to be reusable so that we're doing the right thing.